was small, we were free to roam anywhere in our neighborhood, to explore the whole wide world. We'd stare at everything in wonder, while our elders peered far into the future and were delighted by us. We'd pack our go-karts and saddle our bicycles, gather our friends, and head off for the next exciting adventure, exploring the land and the wide valleys. As long as our parents knew where we were off to, as long as we were back in time to lay the supper table, our little world was filled with exciting quests. Our parents would gather together, every home warm and welcoming. We knew and trusted each adult. They eagerly listened to our adventures and comforted us when we were hurt or sad. They were there for us. Imagine being able to give that gift to your child today. Imagine being able to walk to the shops for a coffee and a chat, passing through a sculptured park lined with fruit trees, at ease in the safety of a village in the very heart of the city. At Heritage Hill, you can have exactly that. Here you can help recreate the golden glow of a bygone age. A village carefully planned to nurture a sense of community, with almost everything you need just a leisurely walk from your home. Surrounding the quaint village squares, you find a choice of local shops and services to suit your every need. Large open spaces, a school, sports fields, a place of worship, and many other facilities traditionally associated with a distinctive quality urban lifestyle surround this social core. Heritage Hill is a true haven from the hustle and bustle of the city, but one where you won't have to forego the convenience and attractions of the surrounding metropole. Heritage Hill invites you to respond to your senses and put down your roots. Recapture the joy of village living lost to so many, while still enjoying all the advantages of city life. Heritage Hill offers you a sense of true belonging. Home to the pioneering Erasmus family since the 1830s, the farm Brakfontein has opened to urban expansion without being consumed by anonymous urban sprawl. As part of this community, you'll be showing the way to an alternative settlement form, a settlement built firmly upon the foundation of age-old universal values to produce a qualitative village design and a solid sense of community. Dennis Moss, whose firm is responsible for designing this truly distinctive village, has been involved in promoting this ethos for over 2 decades.
You know, if you look at an area such as Gauteng, and not only that, but also other cities in Cape Town City growing so fast all over Europe and so on, most people will ask themselves, but what went wrong? You kind of lost your scale as a human being within the city environment. And but you don't have to go very far to find out what the answers are. We've lost our identity, we've lost a sense of boundary, we've lost our orientation. And that is simply because metropolitan areas are too big. They are just too large an expanse that they create for people to grasp. If you ask yourself what made these cities of old so attractive for people, it's because of their scale. It's because they had an inside-outside relationship. You could see them upon approach. It's because they had streets and squares where people actually lived in. Life takes place in the street. Life is celebrated in the streets. Heritage Hill covers an area of about 300 hectares. It's a mixed-use development, namely that you'll have facilities there that you would normally find in a village. It's really, we refer it to as the village in the city. It has a school, it has shops. You can even imagine one day the milk will be delivered again by a milkman. You will have houses of various sizes and urban, medium density, higher density. You have streets and squares that are charming. There were 5 principles that guided the design of Heritage Hill. First of all, to understand, and these are sensory qualities, a sense of place. Second, to be aware and understand a sense of history. Thirdly, to be aware and understand the meaning and the value of a sense of craft. Fourth is to understand the value and to incorporate it into your design, a sense of nature. And lastly, to understand a sense of limits. What we will be doing at Heritage Hill is to look at how we can capture all the attributes and all those values that made historic places to this day so valuable and so endearing for people. All of these very well documented historic precedents served as a guide for us in designing this very unique Heritage Hill, the village in the city.
At Heritage Hill, living, recreation, institutional life and trading spaces are finely balanced within a unique and serene design. This design encourages you to walk, to indulge your senses, to reconnect to the tranquility of a neighborhood intended for pedestrians. Making creative use of the art of urban design, attractive streets, squares, parks and open spaces blend harmoniously into the built environment. Let your stress be washed away by one of the many bubbling fountains. Pick a treat for your child from the tree-lined walkway. Indulge your senses. You're worth it. Every element of the Heritage Hill design creates a sense of quality you've been working towards, one which you undoubtedly deserve. Choose between a range of housing types at different prices, knowing that your choice will make you part of a community, a truly South African community, brought together by a shared vision of our urban future. Heritage Hill's integrated approach allows you to be custodian of our unique Highveld environment and our uniquely South African architectural legacy. Visiting Heritage Hill will be an unforgettable experience for your friends. Living in it, a rare privilege and a pleasure. Heritage Hill. Discover a sense of community, a sense of place, a sense of belonging.